Hello, everybody. It is Dan and Kelly from Ink Gaming, and we're back in Conan Exiles.
Drinking water.
And eating bugs, insects.
I have ham. Do you have
I
ham?
have one ham, because I only brought 9.
48 ham.
Because I thought there was going to be fish. Anyway, so what are we doing today? Well, it has been a little while between our recordings. And so usually we only record when we have, a couple of us on, Kelly and I and maybe someone else. And so I had been on a little bit here and there, and I'd done some stuff with Brett. And this was where our base was. And our base is no longer here. Now, we had demolished some of our base, left the original building, but we built a whole platform base with an elevator up there, up top that rock that I'm looking at.
An extremely cool elevator. Wow.
Yeah, it was like a 3-floor base, and I had an elevator going over to the rock where that vulture is, and you can see our dancer's still up there. Well, then we didn't play for a while, even though Brett did, and apparently something having to do with the decay, it feels like it's proximity based. So while he's been on, he hadn't come down here that much, and then he came down here and it was all gone. Gone.
Here's some ham for you.
Thank you very much. So, funny that it...
Oh yeah, sad face, we have no base here anymore.
So, the original plan was we were going to go on, we were going to show you that, just what we'd made and how we'd sort of gotten up off the ground here, and we'd gone up there. But Brett actually has another base in the middle of the plateau. So if I pull up my map, we're down here. And Brett has a base up here. And so we'd spent some time up there as well. And so we were going to show you this base, and then we were going to travel up to that base and show you that base. Well, we're showing you this base, and it's a really quick show. See? There's the base. So now we're going to travel up that way. We ready to go?
Yes.
Off we go. Crossing the river. So,
I'm a super good swimmer. I don't remember if anyone saw last time my awesome armor that is pink and purple. Oh, boring like Dan's. Just pointing that out.
mine serves its purpose.
Mine is more colorful when I run.
Also, it marks your corpse better when you die.
Good point. Very useful. See? Useful as well.
So, basically, we follow this river. It'll take some bends, we'll take some shortcuts. We might run across some camps of natives. Oh, that one apparently wants Kelly.
Oh. Hi.
Oh, look, a chest. It's a loot chest with rock in it. Joy.
Oh, hey.
We may have improved, actually. I think you guys saw the medium armor. I'm rocking, I forget, maybe some steel? Steel axe? Steel shield?
Yep.
So interestingly, I could be lying about that, as a matter of fact.
Or are we slow?
Yeah, it's actually exceptional iron, which is with a nice like armor and iron shield. So I'm actually not rocking steel. That was actually going to be the next thing I was going to work on. You can turn iron into steel by making, I think, tar pitch or something like that. So you have to get some additional resources.
Jump in.
So all along this river, what's along this river? Well, there's spiders, there's scorpions, there's gators.
Alligators.
See, there's the
See,
spiders.
3 of them are chasing Dan right now.
Then there's like thralls, escaped slaves. Now they're all after Kelly. Perfect. My plan has worked. See, we got some thralls fighting.
Spiders. Wow, this is like death trap. Ah.
I wouldn't really call it that, but so this is one of those. Oh, spiders are still after Kelly.
Yeah.
So this game, like many games, it can have a lot of things to fight, and of course they're just going to respawn. So the question is, do you fight them, or do you run?
These friends? They're not friends.
So.
Oh, spiders.
I'm leaving the camp. I don't know where Kelly is.
Fighting the spider.
I guess I should go help her because she's going to get jumped.
Out of the camp now. Where did you go? Oops.
Behind you.
Why are they still chasing me?
So.
Wow, they're chasing me a long way.
Everything chases you a long way. So, conceptually, for you who are watching, things will chase you literally to the ends of the earth unless you get a certain amount of distance between you and them, and then they'll leash. So if you continually keep a short distance, you could literally lead something across the planet.
Look at this nice big place here.
Yeah, look at it's got side elevators and
little.
See, this is an up-down elevator.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, this is decayed. So you can see. Well,
they haven't logged in.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. Yeah. You can actually go check out people's. Ooh, look up here, Kelly. This whole wall's gone.
Oh wow. So we can just walk in here now.
Yeah. So, the way decay works, I can't explain it fully, but basically, any buildings you put down, if they're touching, they link together, and they basically get a clock. And when you're on, and I guess near it, the clock replenishes. And depending on the server settings, it could be 7 days, it could be 14 days. When you're offline, the clock goes down, or I guess out of proximity. When it reaches a certain point, the buildings become decayed, that they're not gone, and then there's an additional timer where they will literally self-destruct after a while. But when it's decayed, in theory, I believe other people can walk up to it and do this. This is going to be horrible.
Oh, why are you destroying it? Oh my gosh. Dan!
And literally, obviously this Thrall of Pain, same thing could be done.
No.
It's a container, so it's locked, but yeah. So, obviously that's not nice, but it's a way, the whole point about on a shared server is it's a way to clear stuff that people who no longer are playing.
Look at this.
Have, oh yeah, like materials, lootables, and you can loot it. Anything you want, feel free.
Yep, I'll take the
dice. Gold. Oh, Kelly would take we could take the war paint. Demon's blood, I hear, is fun little thing to farm. Take the silver. I don't even know what's valuable, guys, actually. I'm just
What's fire water?
taking random stuff. Here, we'll take the cook, who's a slave. Take the grease and the gas. Oh, that's pretty heavy. Yeah, that's pretty heavy. Okay. Well.
Okay, that'll do.
Oh, you can't dump them. Okay. Yep. So anyway, now you know. Never let your buildings get to the point of decay.
Maybe that's what happened to ours.
Well, that's very possibly.
Oh, what's that attacking you?
That's aggressive stag or whatever. So we're going to continue on. So yeah, that could be what happened to our base 1. Again, though, we thought as long as you were on, even if you weren't like that close, that the timer would tick back up. I thought we tried to do a little test, and that's what we thought. And apparently that's not the case. So it's very possible that the base hit decay, and that rather than going through the second stage of decay where it ends up self-destructing eventually, someone walked up to it and said, kaboom.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very possible. So, yeah.
Loading ice everywhere.
You know, I don't tend to. We are playing on a public server, as in put forward by the game, run by the game manufacturers or whatever, at least. Usually when we play games, we like to play, you know, our own private server kind of a thing.
Spider on ya.
But yeah, we already had a friend, Brett, who was playing here, so we figured, you know, we'd give it a go.
Oh, hyena.
Okay. On we go. Hopefully we get there. It's getting dark. It's not too much further, but a little bit. Wow.
Wow.
My stamina is just, well, I'm pretty encumbered, so
Picked up a lot of loots.
probably not even that good stuff.
It's the river. Take me to the river.
So, interesting. You see all these people. Someone had built a base here. It was a pretty nice looking base. All gone. Whether it is decay and then self-destruct eventually, or whether it was someone came up at once it was decayed and demolished, I don't know. So you can see all these thralls get left behind, which is unfortunate. But currently,
Silly, but yeah.
torch up. Currently, they are working on making thralls, so you have to feed them. And I think that if you don't feed them, they will starve to death, which will be a way to get them to decay. Because look at this party over here.
Party, party, party.
Wow. You know, so someone had a base here or whatever, a big thing with a whole bunch of thralls, and it's gone, but all the thralls are here. It's just extra stuff for the server to keep track of. Okay. It is dark, but we are getting close. I wonder whether Brett actually set out any fish traps now that this is, I won't say our only base, but like, did he put some fish traps out here? I don't think so. Anyway, so that was a distraction. But this is really near the base at this point, so that's why I was just checking. It'll be better to see in the morning, but I'm keeping a torch so
For
that you guys can
sure.
see stuff. Okay, we're coming up on it. And so to that end, we'll show you at least part.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you see all the torches lighting up?
Yeah.
This
Because we're
is,
home.
yes, this is our new home. Hopefully it won't get destroyed. This is the middle plateau base, if you will. And over here on this section, which is a separate section, we've got, this is mostly Brett's work, folks. So, you know,
Yeah,
all
not
the
us.
kudos for all the collection and the design goes to him. But he's got a bunch of guards. They're all armored and weaponed, the thralls. I don't know what he's going to do when he has to feed all these. He's got a big wheel of pain here. That's where we break our thralls, the ones we capture. He's got a little torturer's work table, chest. I don't know. Okay, so this originally was just his wheel of pain over here, but he, you know, built a wall around it and defenses. And then look at this. We have an elevator going horizontally over to the main base. Now, I'm not going to take that because I'm going to show you coming up from the ground level. So we'll go back out here. And we'll come down to ground level. So there is that. The elevator's coming over to pick up Kelly, looks like.
Uh-huh.
But this is there's an elevator on the ground level on the other side, but this is the stairs up. So if you wanted to take the stairs, you see we got guards down here as well. You can take the stairs, and then you got a little nook. This is built along the wall, more guards, right? Wall. Another guard, more stairs. And this is the same level, and Kelly should be here. Hi, Kelly.
Hello.
So she took the elevator from the Wheel of Pain. Now you see we got a well, we got a large campfire. Look at this. A preservation box. Ooh, it's got ice in it and hams. We got a fluid press, you know, cupboards, improved stove. We got a dancer here, plus a bunch of other folks. We'll just walk around here real quick. A bear. We got the improved tannery, the improved blacksmith. Again, this is locked by level, some of this technology and spending points. Improved armor's bench and a normal armor's bench, because I guess certain recipes are in each. Chest, a compost heap. We got the fireball cauldron, the grinder. We got 2 improved furnaces for making steel, iron, and bricks. We got the carpenter's bench, the artisan's work table, the dryer. And then upstairs, he has a sanctuary of Mitra. So this is like the pit of Yog, but for Mitra. It may be a higher tier one. And this is the map. You can make these, as you can see, it takes a big amount of space, the map room. And what I'll show you is, as you walk around to each one of these little pillars, you can use them from a map room to teleport to obelisks around the world, but only if you've synced yourself up with that particular obelisk. So you've gone up to it, you've found your way to it, and then you've attuned your bracelet. You would basically interact with it. So for me, I could teleport to that obelisk. You see it's glowing there in front of me. And I could teleport to that obelisk. I think those are the only 2 obelisks I have attuned to.
For me, I can teleport nowhere.
So this one, we're actually fairly near this one. We are right here. I'm standing where we are. Over here are some sulfur pools, and there's an obelisk near it, and I've gotten that one. And then this is back where our original base was. And on this big river here, or a big, whatever, bay, estuary, river. And
What's this, a big volcano?
there's a pillar over here. Yeah, up here. Yep, up past the icy area. Big volcano. So, there are no mounts currently in Conan Exiles, and I don't know if they ever plan to actually build them in. Originally, they talked about them way back when, and then they were something that got put off, and I don't know whether they've permanently canceled them. But this is sort of the only quick travel that's in the game. Now here's the issue. Let's say I use this to teleport to that pillar near the sulfur pools. I'd have to run back home. Now, the only solvable way is if you make these expensive map rooms with expensive bases somewhere in the vicinity of each of the pillars, right? Then you could be like, okay, well, I'll teleport to a pillar. Then I'll go to that base once I'm done in the area, and I'll teleport to wherever else I'm going. But with that decay thing, I just don't know. Unless you got like a big clan, that might work.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So I think I've covered most of this base. This elevator takes us all the way to the ground floor on the opposite side. So that's kind of nice. And
It's pretty
then the
cool.
only place I didn't show you was the inside. Brett's master bedroom entertainment. So you can see he's got a big bed. We got a couple chests for people's gear. Dan's gear, Raven's gear, Illusion's gear.
There's nothing for Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly hasn't made a chest yet. But that's basically what we have. Now this elevator over here leads to something Kelly was playing around with building over there, which would be if we wanted to expand over there just for kicks. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, some people build because they like to. They like to create something. And you know, whether it's small or whether it's big, they're building for the sake of building. Some people build just so that they can have a defensible place with the tools they need to do whatever else they want. So you only need to build it big enough for that. Now this is a pretty cool place. It's pretty beautiful, and it has all the functional tools that we need. So
Mm-hmm.
there we go. And why
That was
I'm
a good tour, and sadly you didn't get to see our original place. But
yeah, that we changed.
this is our new base camp, huh?
This is our new base camp. That's correct. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this here. Um, And, you know, probably from now on, what we'll do is we'll start to do some adventures out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Like going to the sulfur pools. Maybe we'll go get Kelly attuned to that obelisk. Or there are actually a couple world bosses, well, or big bosses. I think they're called world bosses. A dragon, a big rhino, one of the big crocodiles and stuff like that near here. I don't know if we can actually take them, but I know they're near here. So we could go feed them with Kelly's corpse, if that's the
Yeah,
case.
that may be what happens.
So we're going to go ahead and leave it at that. You guys may have questions about some of these buildings or things like that, or the decay timer. Please go ahead and put them in the comments. Please like the episode if you like, and please subscribe to the channel to follow along on this series or any of our single player series. And just want to say thanks for watching.
Catch you
We'll
next time.
catch you next time. Yep.